everyone, this is Katina from Geelong Wellbeing Centre. Welcome to our introductory interview with one of our wonderful practitioners, Nicole Drayton, who has her own business called Earthly Elements. Hi Nicole, how are you?
Hi Katina, I'm great, thank you. How about you?
Very well. Well, we're all going through a few changes, aren't we, in our lives? And
I tell you, I'm glad it's Friday.
Every day it feels like Friday to me, or Monday. We're lost in space, aren't we?
Oh, yes.
Thank you so much for offering to conduct this interview with me, so we can introduce you to the people out there who may love to use your wonderful healing services. So Nicole, I'm going to hand it over to you to explain a little bit about what you do.
Oh, thank you, Katina. So thank you again. Thank you for having me. I love being a part of your team at Geelong Wellbeing Centre. It's a very supportive environment. And yes, it was when I first dipped my toe in the water to see how things would go that I became a business that runs from your centre. And for me, just personally, I guess, in my spare time, opposed to my business time, they're vastly different because personal time needs to be spent for yourself, so as you can come back to centre.
Yes.
So yeah, I love spending time.
What do you do
myself?
Yeah, tell us a little bit about what you do to relax, and the things that you like to do for yourself. What do you do?
Spending time with family and friends, top priority, without a doubt. Because I love what I do for work, I find that work is not a chore for me, but I think people find themselves in a job perhaps that they spend too much time in and they don't get that time with family and friends. So it's that reconnection, that coming back to you and coming back to centre. I love my garden. My garden is where I grow all of my medicinal herbs, plants, and I use a lot of my own herbs and plants in not only the products that I make, but for tinctures and, smudging and what have you as well. So I love my garden. And yeah, I love activities with my kids, conversations with friends, and reading. I'm a bit of a non-fiction junkie as far as reading goes.
Well, that's really amazing that you grow your own herbs for the purpose of your business. I mean, so that they're pure, they're from your garden, they're nurtured with love. And I've tried many of your products, and of course I always try and support the practitioners here at the centre because they're all chosen. They're the chosen ones, and you're one of those, and I trust you 100%. And your products are wonderful, the skin lotions, the moisturizer, the soaps, the oils, essential oils that you mix up. I'm really grateful that you're here because I can actually buy your products for my family, and I know they're 100% pure. There's no chemicals in them. So thank you for that.
Exactly. Oh no, you're more than welcome. And Katina, just touching on that, if I may, I became involved in essential oils heavily after I couldn't find. My daughter suffered terrible eczema when she was quite young, and I couldn't find a goat's milk soap that didn't contain all these horrible ingredients. I mean, okay, they had contained goat's milk and they smelt nice, but it was all of those unwanted nasties that I didn't want to be putting on her skin. She has, she's so little. She has an immune system that's still forming. So to go loading her up with things that shouldn't be in her body didn't make sense to me. So I basically researched. Lucky I love research. Wow. And did those hard yards. It was enjoyable to do the research, but it ended up, got to the bottom of it, got the soaps made, and then other people were, in my comments that basically I'd helped her get over that. Yeah. Then they wanted to know about it. So it kind of grew from there as a formulating business as far as making my own products. And then, of course, I needed to learn more as I went because I made mistakes, learn mistakes, buy new mistakes.
Yep.
and it all grew from there. So that's when I studied aromatherapy.
You never stop learning, do you, in this holistic therapies? I mean, there's just so much more, and I would rather buy something that is more holistic and less chemicals, and especially with skin, because skin's really important. Skin's our largest organ, and whatever you put on your skin, it does end up inside your body as well. So it's really important we don't put any chemicals. You know, some people they do, of course, but because they don't know about you and your wonderful products.
There's an old saying that, you know, I wish I knew then what I know now.
Yes.
And I kick myself every day. Why didn't I do some of this education earlier?
Yes.
Because I know now, you know, her skin back then, it was a warning that something else was wrong, you know, and it's generally something internal, which is what it was. But I didn't know that then. I know that now. So,
yes.
Yeah.
So we're grateful to your daughter for being unwell, for you being pushed to find out a solution, you know, and a healthy one. So that's wonderful.
She'd wake up in the middle of the night clawing at herself, and she'd all be like, "Oh gosh."
So what actually did she use in the end? Was it the soap? Was it the moisturizer? What did you do? Tell us.
So it was a combination, but at the end of the day, it was diet.
Mm-hmm.
But the skin issues that you know, because of course our skin is layered in so many layers, and it's the top layers that keep shedding. The eczema is something that flares up, and of course when it's hot, it tends to under the covers of your bed, you know, you tend to have more body heat circulating around. So it became itchier at night. So diet and the soap definitely helped. I have no doubt about that at all. There were stages when I didn't have the soap, or we'd run out, or there was one weekend we went away for a long weekend and didn't take it. Things flared back up. So it was a learning curve.
Right.
Life is
Nicole,
a learning curve.
I just want to ask you right now, because obviously the centre is physically closed because of what's going on with COVID-19. So if people want to purchase some soap or some lotions, how can they go about that? Because it's important now. A lot of people are inside, so they're not going outside. They're probably, their skin is, you know, probably getting hot. So they've got heating on, or...
Of course, because the weather is changing down here in Geelong. So I would love to, my next challenge is to become more tech savvy on these devices. I am yet to form a website, so I operate and communicate with people through my Earthly Elements Facebook page.
Okay.
And then people can then private message me or email me from there. And of course I have the ability to, when things fire back up, as far as our businesses all reopen and things return to a new normal, I can have people that interact through your Facebook, through your business page, the Geelong Wellbeing Centre, with a practitioner's guide drop-down menu.
That's right. Well, anyone can just contact and any of the practitioners if you haven't seen the message, and then we'll pass it on to you. And because this is what that's why we've created the Geelong Wellbeing Centre community Facebook page, so the public and our clients, anyone from anywhere around the world, can contact us and ask questions regarding things like skin issues, or, you know,
exactly,
any sort of kind of healing that they need, because that's what we're here for. It's healing on all levels. It's mind with your meditation and sound therapy, which you do as well. You're a wonder woman. You're a mother, you're a wife, you're daughter, I'm sure, because otherwise you wouldn't be here.
Yes.
And
true.
You're qualified sound therapist, you're qualified clinical aromatherapist. You're like an octopus, really, aren't you? That's what I call you.
I've never been called an octopus before. I love that. I normally say it's the hats, you know. I've got 32 hats, but that's I say I'm
better. A bit of an octopus, and I know you are. So with your products, and you know, how does it help our health? And with your products, but also not only the products, then we want to go into the music that you offer.
Of course. So to answer your question, and I must go back a tiny bit. Essential oils I use are not what I grow. I have to purchase essential oils through for my business through the proper avenues. They're a practitioner grade, so all essential oils need to be certified. They need to be tested for purity, and the levels of the natural chemical compounds in the essential oils need to be at the right levels for what us as practitioners are trying to achieve wellness in our clients. So going to talk about essential oils for a moment. If we're thinking about our olfactory, our sense of smell and essential oils, what they can do for us, they can certainly help to relax us. They can certainly help to stimulate us. They can essentially, as far as when we have, say, a headache or something that's, you know, not an ongoing medical condition, we could inhale an essential oil to just dull down the effects of symptoms of headaches or nausea or, you know, effects like that. And at the same time, then we can apply them in a diluted vegetable oil onto our skin to relieve inflammation or swelling, aches and pains, digestive issues. So we always dilute an essential oil to put it on our skin. And it's very important to dilute, one, because we don't need to be pouring our essential oils out onto our bodies and basically, you know, next minute the bottle's empty. We can get a lot more out of the essential oil when we dilute it, but that's not the main reason we dilute it. It's because each essential oil has a topical maximum of application, which means if we have too much on our skin, as you said before, our skin is our largest organ. Our organs all talk to one another. We are connected. Our skin's connected to our kidneys. Our kidneys are attached to our heart. You know,
I can hear a song coming on there.
Yeah, there is, isn't there? You know. I love it.
What can you advise for anxiety? Like, a lot of people are indoors at the moment and they're emotionally really can be unstable. Whether they've got stress with children, whether they're on their own and they're lonely, whether they suffer from anxiety in the first place. And this is, you know, it's obviously made it more. What would you suggest as an essential oil? What would you be able to provide people with?
So this is a question of hot topic. Everybody has different preferences to fragrance for a start. So if I was to give you something I think might help you as far as stress and anxiety relief goes, and you take this whiff thinking it's going to be great and you don't like cypress or you don't like these oils. So it is different for everybody. Nearly every essential oil has the ability to have somebody have that, you know, that feeling. They're generally your lavender, lemon is wonderful. Even just to inhale it, not necessarily needing to apply it to your skin. People have skin conditions. What about so we need to be aware of that.
What about in a diffuser? Like in
and going towards a diffuser. So lemon and lavender are beautiful. A lot of the citrus oils, whether it's a lime, a mandarin, or orange, sweet orange is beautiful.
I love the sweet orange. I love sweet orange and I love mandarin.
You do too? Okay.
Mandarin's my favourite. I actually brought back some oils when I went to Madagascar a few years ago, and their oil's absolutely pure there. And the mandarin was my favourite, and it still is today. But I love frankincense as well. See, frankincense oil is for me very relaxing, and I use it with my clients when they come in and have a healing. I burn frankincense, and I also apply frankincense with their permission.
Of course.
You know, so they are very powerful, the essential oils. I think
they most certainly are. And in talking about diffusing them, you know, we do have to be aware if we have young children, like young children under 6, elderly with frail skin, babies, you know, we need to be careful what we diffuse around them. We also need to be careful of what we diffuse around somebody that may suffer epilepsy or heart conditions.
Okay.
They take medication.
They should have warnings on diffusers that they sell, because a lot of the stores, they do sell diffusers now. It's become very fashionable. People become more aware of how important essential oils are. However, I bought one recently for my mum and my dad, and there was no warning on there about what oils you should use or be careful. You know, there's nothing on there. So you actually mentioning it's the first time I've ever heard that. So that's really important.
It is important, and you hit the nail on the head, Katina. It is becoming fashionable, and you know, friends are sharing it with friends, and
and they have no idea that it could actually harm someone as well. It's like anything, isn't it? Just because something's natural, it doesn't mean to say it won't give you a reaction. So you have to go to professional really to get the right advice, especially with women that are pregnant, like you said, babies, the elderly. And also you don't want to overstimulate someone, like if you're putting peppermint in or something like that into a diffuser, that is just going to wake you up. It's not a bedtime thing, you know. People put it on their feet, and you know, you do have to be more knowledgeable about what you're using, because it's your body. It's going to affect your body one way or the other. So
precisely, and the way that I you know, now that we're under this this COVID lockdown or home isolation, I am working with a few clients over the phone.
Great.
However, it does entail, just as it would in the setting of my practice, it does entail taking a case history. Having confidentiality with those notes is very important, as it always is. However, definitely taking a case history, needing to know medication, so I can work out, well, I can't use that because of this. They've got 3 cats, so cats can't be near essential oils. So if you're diffusing, you need your cats out of sight.
I didn't know that either. That's
so many layers. It's never ending.
So really, people do need to fill out some kind of client form with a questionnaire, because not everyone is the same, you know, with what they need for their body. So
that's right.
Another so that's good tips that you've given us there for people's health and well-being. I just want to ask you, how can people find out where you are? I mean, I know where you are. And I can't wait to have another one of your healing and sound therapies, because although I do healing myself, I love to receive healing from, of course, other qualified practitioners who just send me to another place, and you do that. And I really miss that, you know, that part of my own healing, because we all need healing, even healers need healing, especially.
Of course.
And so I'm looking forward to us getting back together where we can actually have that touch, you know.
That's right. I can feel even a group session coming on first, so as everybody gets a little fix, and then we can absolutely. So I'm going to be providing a couple of short. I think I'm doing the YouTube link for this group.
Yes, so this for our group on the community page. That's great.
Exactly.
Thank you.
I'm more than happy to do that. So people can follow. The first one will be a sound meditation, which will be about 12 to 15 minutes.
Okay.
Where I'll be using my bowls, my gong. Lovely. I'll be using some of my chimes and other beautiful instruments.
Yes.
This is going to be a breathwork sound meditation.
Yep.
So set the scene. And it's for anybody, any experience level, from beginners right through to.
I can't wait, Nicole.
These experience meditators.
It's taken us a bit longer, isn't it, to do our interview videos, but we're just going to get them out there so people can start listening and learning about. A lot of people have never ever had a sound therapy session. They don't even know what the singing bowls are, or the chimes, or what it does to your body, you know, to the different body centers, the chakras as they call them. So this gives people the opportunity to actually listen in their own home, and they've got, you know, not everybody's got time, because there's a lot of people out there that are still working, you know, to keep the
Yes,
country
right.
going. And there's there's two big divides. There's people that are at home, aren't working, and then there's the others that are working too hard. And then we've got
Yes,
so many other variables, haven't we? People that are on their own,
of
people
course.
that have got children, single parents, elderly. You know, there's just so many people that have different needs. Oh, I nearly lost you there, Nicole.
I thought my battery's going low. Oh no. you are right, Katina, which is why I wanted to keep this the sessions short. So somebody in a lunch break can have their food after they've done this short meditation and still have time to, you know, go and do what they have to do. A parent can hop up in the morning and do a short 10 to 12, 15-minute meditation. Hopefully, that's
a great idea, because I love having a half an hour or 45 minutes or an hour. But as you said, not everybody has that time. And so you're doing those 15-minute or 20-minute, whatever they are, videos will be very welcome. Thank you very much, Nicole. And so people can find you on... You tell us. Oh.
Yeah, so in my Earthly Elements Facebook page.
Yep.
So, and the symbol for my Earthly Elements is blue and white, and you'll see that there. And I think it's under this group as well as my business page.
Yes.
So that's there to interact with me, and then basically, from there you can private message me through that, or request a private message, and we can get together over the phone or one-on-one through a messenger, and I'm more than happy to assist people with their questions. I might not always have the answer that you want to hear.
Yes. You're also on the Geelong Wellbeing Centre website. So if people have more questions to ask, or if they want to have a look, and you know, there's quite a bit of information on there with some links and whatever. So there's about 3 avenues. There's your own Facebook page, there's the Geelong Wellbeing Centre community page. I also do put things on the Geelong Wellbeing Centre Facebook page, the actual original one. And then you've got, as you said, your own Facebook page.
Yes, I most certainly do.
There's quite a few avenues there. I'm really looking forward to seeing and listening to your sound therapy.
Lovely, thank you. The other one I'll provide, I completely forgot to continue on with that. The other short meeting I'll provide is going to be how to be safe and responsible with essential oils, which
very important.
Will possibly be a lot of information in there. And again, it'll probably be about 10 minutes, but a lot of information in there that people will say, oh, I didn't know that. And oh my gosh. So, you know, and these were all things that I learned when I studied. So I just did a short course and went, oh, I want to know more. So that's where that came from. Because I didn't know essential oils, you know. That's the last thing I wanted to do.
The other thing is really important at this time is perhaps you can suggest some kind of moisturizer for the people that are especially using sanitizer all the time, like nurses, doctors. I know they wear gloves, but they're still sanitizing all the time, the cleaners, and anyone who's in, you know, who's constantly, and a lot of actually the general public are doing that as well, including myself, you know, having a really good natural skin moisturizer to put back the oils that we need. So perhaps that's something else that you can do, maybe a little video on.
That's a good idea, Katina. That is a good idea.
Well, that's huge. I meant to talk to you about that separately, but I thought, why not put it in now? I do myself, and I have for many years used Wild Nature, which is organic. And I have ordered some recently. But however, I think that we should also be promoting your wonderful products, because they're made in Geelong, they're local, and they're natural. So let's go with Nicole.
Thank you, Katina. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay, Nicole. Well, thank you very much for this time. Is there anything that I've missed out that you might want to add?
We want to keep this short and sweet so people can get an idea of where, you know, what we do, where we are.
Yeah.
And just because we can't be there doesn't mean we can't still connect.
We're still here for everybody.
That's right.
We're on the end of the phone. Anyone can ring up. I've been trying to catch up with some of my clients. I've been ringing a few clients to see how they're traveling, because a lot of people that come into the centre, they need emotional help. And at this time, you know, their anxiety is going through the roof. And look, even people like ourselves who are in business, we've had to adjust, you know, our business life and, you know, try and reach people online. And how many people are learning new skills now, you know, like Zoom.
Oh, I agree.
You know, we're all, and our children, I haven't got any children, but I have got lots of children.
Yeah.
So our children out there in the world, they've all got to learn all these new skills. So we've all got quite a lot on our plates at the moment, but just remain positive and be kind to each other and don't expect too much from yourself. So that's my words of wisdom.
Love that. May I add one?
Yes.
Don't leave it till the last minute. Don't leave things until it's too late.
That's true. Yeah.
If you feel like you're not quite right, then that's when you need to reach out for help.
Yeah.
Even if it's just a phone call. Everyone
needs help. Even I needed help last week. I was like, oh, this is too much. You know, we're all human. You know,
of course.
It's not always 100% happiness every day of our lives. We do have our ups and downs, because our emotions do change with uncertainty and when we feel that we're not in control of our own lives. But we can go with the flow and just say it will be what it will be, and we just have to, as I said before, be kind to each other. And yeah, that's it really. That's all I've got to say. And be grateful. Have the gratitude that we're actually in a very good position here, especially in Australia, where, you know, I think we've got more things under control here, and people are allowed to go for walks. So I do encourage people, go out for your walk. You are allowed outside. In other countries, they're not allowed to go out. You can go for an exercise and a walk, as long as you keep to the restrictions that they're asking us to keep, which is not unreasonable. But go out and get some fresh air. That's the best thing for your whole body, oxygen.
Get that sunshine. Well, love it.
And on that note, Nicole, I'm going to say thank you very much.
Thank you, Katina. Thank you. It's lovely to talk to you.
And thanks for providing your wonderful services and your products for everyone. So
more than happy to. More than happy to. Thank you, Katina. Great to talk to you.
See you soon, Nicole. Thanks.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. I need my glasses to switch it off, Nicole. I'll have to cut this little bit off.